vertically, not horizontally.
Okay, okay.
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, the game's just kept making me disagree with Sonia from the beginning, so...
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. It was still moving vertically. That's why I didn't think that was the answer, but...
From start to finish.
Oh, but I guess Sonia's saying opposite side. Yeah, she said opposite side, so I don't know. Whatever.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Yes.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting something that crazy. I thought it just went down and and then the other room was just oriented differently. Okay, that's interesting.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Okay, cool.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at
Oh,
Great
but that would
House
complete the illusion that the other thing's on the other side. Yeah, okay.
appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Yeah, that would further the illusion that the tower's in the center and the rooms flank it. Okay.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Where do you think you are, Fuyuhiko?
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Oh, are we attacking the fact that that architecture would never fly?
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
No, he says I'm not just a bear in Trigger. Well, you go back.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Wow, Gundam looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh character right there. You just need to put a card in those fingers.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
I mean, we found a few weapons.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet. Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
You just sound like a grumpy, like, uncle.
As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Okay, humor me.
I see!
What does it have to do with anything?
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Uh-huh.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
What? It'd be between, right? Huh?
Crap!
I don't know. I'm probably gonna die.
Crap!
I don't know, man. These are hexagons.
Crap!
Oh, come on. Alright, I died. I was doing okay. Alright, who did it? Hajime did it. Yes, let's retry. God.
We will never give up!
Hey. This is dumb. Okay, but I got full health now. Okay, I'm just gonna click random places. Is it on one of these random ass things? Great Pass is the Octagon. No. This thing. The elevator's the Octagon. This thing. Wait, I seriously don't know what it wants me to click. No, not the elevator. The freaking... Okay, am I crazy? I thought it would be, like, between here.
Here!
Did I not hit that first?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Fuck this game.
Why is that place the octagon?
I have half health because of that bullshit.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Yeah?
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Okay.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
How'd they make the pillar fall?
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
I mean, yeah, like, I thought maybe if you tricked Nekomaru into, like, going into the hallway at the bottom and then dropped the elevator on him, that's possible, but that'd be kind of hard.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building.
But I'm curious how he ended up on top of the disc in that case.
But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Okay. Funhouse is true identity. How'd the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? What? No way I was right. Oh, I thought it was gonna make me pick someone. I was like, I don't have enough information, but I would have gone to Kazuichi just because he knows how buildings work. So yeah, we need more info before I can really make a decision, because now I'm thinking it's not... I mean, I still think it could evenly be Kazuichi or Kane. Who else could have gotten in there? Or he could have done it himself. Yeah, that's who my 3 things were. Kazuichi, Akane, or Nekomaru. That's what my 3 suspects were. Thought of a new bad word to call Monomi! I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll be hurt by a mere word. Monomi is a serious Stufatly. That's much more straightforward than expected. Stufatly, huh? Tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these would be... Ta-da! Stufatly. Hello, there's a fat hidden there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monomi is a serious Stufatly.
That's how you say it. Monomi is a serious Stufatly. Don't gotta actually say it. Alright. You know, I have energy. I usually am exhausted by this point.
Hello! I hope your day is well.
I hope so too.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to say frequently.
Yeah, I have been. Alright, let's see. I'm actually curious where this is gonna go.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
I was gonna say, I was just about to feel some personality from you, Chiaki. But I guess I'll still give you a voice like this.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Sonia, I like to go with the flow. Like, look at Teru. He went with the flow. And, well, actually, it didn't end up too well for him. Alright.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
I love how, like, not, like, how straightforwardly she just says that as his name.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Nagito's the only one here who's had an arc. He didn't care at first, but now he wants to live.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Yeah, right?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Something happened to you. And I think it had something to do with him finding out that Hajime was unremarkable.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Oh, I see. Oh, I think Nagito sincerely thinks it was Nekomaru offed himself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
But is that the truth? Might be.
There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
But as I think about it more and more, I just can't think of anyone else who could have knocked that pillar over other than Nekomaru.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito. As usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
At this point, I think we're just gonna confirm what Nagito thinks is the case. Huh.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Cause of death, huh? I mean, it would be nice to talk about this and confirm it. But we also got to talk about the fact that the pillar was already knocked over and then he got screwed. But who pressed his button? Who detached him? At this point, I think it's clear to say that Nagito wouldn't have helped him because it's the antithesis of hope. Oh! How did I not think of this? He fell! Because I said crushed by the elevator, that wouldn't have made sense. Dead battery? No, and he wouldn't have been able to have been beaten by a blunt object. Falling. He probably planted the hammer there. He probably played the Final Dead game, because he wouldn't, even if the Russian roulette thing, like, even if he lost, he wouldn't have gotten hurt. Oh, what? I say good things come to those who wait. But you're making us wait too long. I'll become an old maid at this rate. Crap. Aw, man. Relax. I'm talking to the viewers. No, okay. You know what? Come on. Oh, I actually can't do the menu. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I think he fell.
I see.
Yeah. So, the reason I'm...
I think he might have died from falling.
And the reason I think so is because he's the only one who could have busted the elevator to Strawberry House by messing with it. Like, he removed the thing, the panel. So he made sure Grape House was already at the bottom. And he probably just busted open Strawberry House's door, breaking the elevator, I guess. And then he just jumped? And that would explain how he broke his head on the top of the pillar! He broke his head on the top of the pillar. The thing went down. And I guess that's... And I guess he made the pillar crash to the ground before he hit the ground, and that's why the rubble's under him? That's still... Yeah, I mean, I guess... Okay, that's gonna be weird, and I'm gonna talk about it if it becomes to be the case, but... Now we just gotta see whether he jumped or if somebody knocked him out there when his sleepy time button was pressed. Because that I think Kazuichi could have done because he knows how robots and stuff work and how the elevators work. Oh god, wait, no, Kazuichi may have done it, actually. Because he might have jammed up the elevator. Because he's good at that. Oh, man. Either Nekomaru did it or Kazuichi did it. I'm pretty sure Akane didn't do it at this point.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
Because if Kazuichi hit the sleepy time button, he could just push Nekomaru off.
then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
And Strawberry's higher than Grape.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Let's talk about it.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
The door.
It might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Yeah.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Unless someone broke in because they knew how things worked.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Oh, this isn't looking good for Kazuichi, actually.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I think this may have been Kazuichi. Or he did it himself. Yeah, there's so much stuff.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Not necessarily.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
What?
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Okay.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to
Got
the
it.
1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you
Shit.
forget the elevator has a sensor?
Here.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
Yes!
No, that's wrong!
Sorry, I was really proud of that one.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
Oh yeah, so the goodnight button, they did that. Ooh, they did that!
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yep.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
He's basically an inanimate object.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Are you saying that to Chiaki? Sonia, what side do you play at this point? I'm confused.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh, he is talking to her. She is talking to him. Okay. A way to create the drop inside the elevator when Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? How do you make him fall if you turn him off inside it? Yes! Okay, I'm stupid. The wire. Oh, that's why he was hung. There's no attempted
If you arrange it a certain way,
Yep.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yep.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Uh-huh.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Guys,
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
thank you for once.
Pest.
Oh, shut up, Sonia.
Don't be so cold.
What is my reality right now?
What if I start to enjoy it?
Okay, relax. Yeah, it's live.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Well, that's not an argument. That was 100 mega shocking. I'm serious though, there's a way to create the— Yeah! It was the wire! You hung him up!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Maybe there's someone I'm supposed to agree with.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The wire.
The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Oh, yes, actually. No? Maybe they hung him from the wire with the
So you're
doorknob?
telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Yeah,
Isn't it
I think
about
it's
time we-
Fuyuhiko.
The oil on the floor.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Really? Well, it's possible they attached the wire to the door handle so that he had something to get, you know, the resistance on, and then he fell when the floor finally hit the first floor. You know what I mean. But then it would have sensed the movement, I guess. Come on.
Isn't it about
Oh my
time we
God.
went over the pillar?
I'm running out of time.
If you arrange
Oh wait,
it a
I'm actually out of
certain way,
time. Okay, so I've tried using... This is just me at the gameplay at this point. I've tried using all the same info on, like, the same truth bullets that are what these people are suggesting, and none of it's working. So I think I might need to try to steal. And the only one that makes sense to me is
If you
Fuyuhiko's.
arrange it, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement.
I think I gotta do
The
this.
hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar
Let's see if I
again?
can.
What about the oil on the floor?
Oh, wait, it's
If
this,
you
isn't
arrange
it?
a certain way,
Isn't it this?
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
So
Oh
you're
my
telling
God.
us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Cause the drop. I think
That
it's
arrangement
Fuyuhiko.
is- The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
No? I got 30 seconds left, so I'm probably gonna fail again. Oh, I gotta just use it. I'm running out of time.
The hammer is suspicious.
Okay, so it's not that. I was about to die. Come on.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. I agree with
Did I not try that? I could have sworn I went over that.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Okay, tell me I'm not crazy. Did I not try wire on the door handle? No, I kept trying door handle on the door handle. Frick, I was supposed to combine them. I swear I did not look it up this time. You know I admit it when I do. I was just guessing, but I'm glad I went back to my original hunch of a wire. See, I overthought it this time. God damn it. Okay, moving on. I'm not gonna get upset about it. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
There's always one that stumps me. But I didn't have to resort to the walkthrough, and I'm really proud of myself for that.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Uh-huh.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Suspended in midair, it finally snapped. And that could have been attached to the chain, to anything. And then when he fell, he broke his face on the top. That's why there's blood on the top. He came from above. The beginning of this recording session, I called that out. That it was weird. And so I guess conveniently the rubble landed before he did. That's just weird detail that he's over the rubble, but I guess it just means he came from above. I still think some of it would have ended up on him, because I feel like he would have hit the ground first before the tower crumbled off, but whatever.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
I'm thinking about it way too much.
Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode.
Yep.
Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Oh no, did I see the chain? No, he hung it on the doorknob. What? That's what the whole talking point is. This is why it fell off.
And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
My dude.
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yeah.
Too easy. So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Yeah, you can. If he hits something really hard.
What? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I mean, first of all, he weighs a lot. He could just snap it off, like, over time. The tension would not hold. But here we go. He might actually make a terrible mistake that outside he loosened up the doorknob or something.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Oh, am I out of cuts already? Jeez. Yeah.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Gotcha. Okay, so we can advance.
Doesn't mean someone had to push him
Now I
off.
gotta cut something.
It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yeah.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode, but in that case...
The alarm
You still
timer!
won't be able to explain that moving the elevator
That's good.
with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
The alarm timer woke him up. I wonder if that would even work. Let's find out.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through.
Oh, so that would wake him up from sleep mode. Interesting.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Oh, this is not looking good for him. Oh, this is not looking good for... Actually, still right now, it could be either Nekomaru or Kazuichi. They're both the only ones who know how well he could be. Because of what Nagito said, very possible he could have offed himself, but also because of what Nagito said, and Danganronpa's a troll, it could have been Kazuichi. We'll find out. It's one of the two. I know this now.
But you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
I can safely say Akane's out.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
Yeah.
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And loop.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Yeah.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Yeah.
When Nekomaru awoke, You must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Dunno.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... Yeah. Yeah. Hajime is the only one who's seen this, right? Oh, it's a clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
I'm gonna take a back seat on this one. I'm just gonna let it play out.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm...
Oh, okay, I thought that was gonna be a lot more uncomfortable, but okay.
Still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
No, he
right?
broke his face off. Oh, please be a list. Okay, thank God. I love multiple choice. Yeah.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar.
Finally, the pillar!
Akane, you're obsessed with this pillar.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Oh, if the clocks are tampered with, that really feels like Kazuichi done it. Oh my God.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Like I thought, if the killer did rewind the clocks or mess with the clocks.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
And it's funny how like none of the murderers ever think, oh hey, I'm gonna do these things that only the ultimate me could do. Like, if anything, it would be really smart to do something and try to emulate what the ultimate someone else would do. Because then, if you do the thing that only you can do, like, kind of messes with everything.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
No, you didn't.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Monokuma said you were all late.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
I like to imagine... I like to imagine that this was the first line given to the voice actress with no context. This is just a really fucking silly sentence. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. I'm going to remember this line and use it as a crazy line.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
Cause the clocks were fucked with, and you all ditched Monokuma Tai Chi!
That's what I want to know.
The mystery? Oh, come on. Can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach for the truth. Logic dive. Should definitely be a clue to breaking through. Oh, no, it's just a thing. We're heating up again. Wall clock. It's gotta be wall clock.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Yep.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, it's a... Okay, there it is. No, they can't mess with him. It's a radio clock, that's why. No, I got it.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
But the alarm
I had the
inside
wrong
was set for
bullet
7.
prepared.
Nekomaru died.
But I would have gotten this, damn it!
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Come on! Fucking thoughts! Invasive words! Ah.
We headed for Grape before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
His time of death and one of those must.
The killer
Okay.
probably did some tampering. They probably messed with
The
the
first
clock
one
inside
is gonna
Nekomaru's
wait,
chest.
yeah, half beat. There we go.
No, that's
Knew
wrong.
it! No, that's wrong!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
Yes!
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
It's almost like they were both tampered with.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
You're not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
And eat it! Yep. Oh my god. No, you tampered with the clock. I called it. I'm really happy with this one. Over logic deck. I feel confident. Not in my ability to surfboard, but here we go.